Hi guys, it's David at the HumbleTrekker channel. Going to do a review of a finished design Fiskars knife, an all-round knife, kind of in the model of a Mora or a halterfish. Let's check it out, see how it measures up. What you get in this package for around $15 equivalent, wherever you live, whatever currency you're paying for it in. You get around a 3-inch fixed blade, about a 2.5–2mm stock, Scandi grind, quite a delicate blade, not so wide in this direction, but does come with a very generous handle, the handle being kind of a hard plastic here and then a rubberized grippy orange type plastic here. I imagine it's a stick tang which doesn't go in very far at all. I normally check with a magnet, but I've lost my strong magnet, so I can't see how far the stick tang goes in, but I would imagine, based on experience, it goes to somewhere around 1/4 to 1/2, just based on the general feel and the weight of the knife. It's a very light knife, you can carry it around all day without noticing it. The sheath is cheap plastic jobby. I've had this knife for about 2 months now, and I have been using it in kind of like in just general everyday usage, trying to test it when I've been working or doing whatever I need to carry a knife around for. So I've been using it, and in this video I'm going to be doing some hard carving with it to really test this Scandi grind and this stainless steel. It's a stainless steel, it's made in China, it's by the Fiskars company. I'm sure I've already said that in the video, which is a Finnish company, but they don't hold me to this, but I think what they do, they've got a higher level of standard of products that they make still in Finland, and they've got a lower budget level of equipment and products that they make in China, and this one is very much made in China. The sheath is a little bit interesting because it's actually there, it's got an integral sharpening what do you call it, sharpening tool. So there's two probably carbide or blade type arrangement there, so when you slide it in and out you can actually draw the knife through that and sharpen it. So we'll be looking at that as well to see how efficient and how that performs. Two novel additional features on this knife is that the sheath is actually reversible. I take out the knife and then you see it's got this orange insert in it. You can squeeze it and then take it out and either put it in this way or this way, thereby making it a lefty or a righty hanger. What I'm really interested in exploring is that this is designed to withstand hammering. The pommel is a hammer proof pommel, so you can actually hammer on the end of the knife. I'll definitely be getting into that right at the end of the video, so hang around if you want to see this knife being hammered into some wood. So I've been using this for about 2 months and just cutting cordage, doing some slicing of wood, cutting cardboard and so forth, general cutting tasks. And I have actually already, very quickly after using it, the edge rolled. This has got like it's a zero Scandi grind, so it's a true Scandinavian grind. It comes down without any micro bevel, and that is a type of grind that, especially on slim blades, delicate steel like this, very susceptible to rolling and chipping. And this rolled to create a burr, not a major roll, just like a burr, so you can fit, you can't, if you've got good eyes you can probably see it, but you can feel it when you run your thumbnail or fingernail across it here. Just as it gets to the edge you feel it catching on the burr, and on the other side you can't feel it, depending on if it's burred this way or burred this way, or if it's splayed out, in which case you'll feel a burr on both sides. That's a very good way, if you've never tried that, just to feel if you've got a curved burr on your blade. Just use your nail like that and you can feel the very tiny burrs, and then if you feel a tiny burr like that, with most knives you can actually just strop it on a stropping block or a leather belt and you'll get that burr out. If you don't get the burr out by stropping on leather, another simple method to get rid of the burr is I've not actually got a lot of equipment with me, but I'm going to demonstrate using the back of the knife here. And you want to get sort of like a rounded piece of steel on several diamond sharpeners. You get a rounded piece of steel on the edge where there's a diamond layer attached, or the diamond surface attached on the edge, on top of the steel. I'm going to put a picture in so you can see what I'm talking about. There's a rounded edge of steel, hard steel, and you can use that to take off the burr. And I'll demonstrate it using the back of this knife. It's what you would do after you've sharpened it. When you sharpen, you nearly always get a burr one way or the other, and then to take that off, you get a flat steel, and you just rub the back of steel across the burr like that, and that will take the burr off the knife. So I have a selection of wood here. I've got pine, this is birch, and this is stuff I've used in some other videos of mine. I don't know what it's called. I cut it out of my garden. It was like a very large, not exactly a tree, but a bush, very slow growing, extremely hard. And I'm going to basically just do some carving tasks on these different woods for 15 minutes as a test to see how well the blade survives after that, how well it carves. It's very comfortable, so I'm sure basic carving principles is going to be fine. Very comfortable, nice large grippy handle. But I'm wondering how good the blade will be for carving, and then eventually what damage we do to it, and if we do any damage to it, how well we can bring it back using the integral sharpener. So let's go. I'll cut in a few images of me carving and slicing, but I won't show you the full 15 minutes. I'll get back to you later, guys. I'm sort of perched on the side of a little cliff here, so every time I put the wood down it rolls down the hill. Plus I'm not in a very comfortable position for carving. Sometimes when I come out for filming I find a nice place to stop, set the camera up, which is a nice place to enjoy the countryside, but not necessarily the best place to get a stable platform for carving. What I'm doing here is I'm just trying to make like a spigot, reduce the wood down, a little bit of carving and a little bit of batoning into the marker cuts which are cross batoned. Just round this off a little bit. It's really not trying to make anything here, just trying to do common carving tasks in this 15 minutes to test the blade. This kind of what looks like kind of a tri-stick I've used before. I've not carved these today. It's just a piece of wood I picked up to test on. I'll try and cut another notch like this in it here, see how it goes. Dirt's a bit soft here to get any, you need a good bottom, something hard to hold your wood against. Try a bit of drilling with a tip, if we can do anything to the tip. Coming up to the 15-minute mark now. That's the end of the carving, 15 minutes of carving. Let me show you what I did. I made this little cricket bat and then I drilled in 3 very small holes there. That's what I do. I carved this notch and I did some started a little bit of notching there but ran out of time. So all in all didn't do a lot, but that's what I got done in 15 minutes. And I am actually pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to be a big fail and I was going to be scolding this Fiskars knife and slating it based on the fact that it did have rolled a small burr just with the general usage I've been using it for. But actually, the main portion of the blade, the main cutting portion, here to here say, it's actually held up very, very well, and it's still nice and sharp. It's still tacky. I wonder if I can cut any. No, it's not sharp enough to cut my hair. I didn't come out of any paper, but I found this business card in my wallet. Okay, it's not cutting that very well. The feel to the fingers is sharper than maybe. It's not cutting any hair. That's a little bit weird because it actually feels sharper tackiness on the thumb than it does cutting out a piece of card. But anyway, we'll try and see if we can sharpen it later with the integral sharpening device. The tip though did get chipped and rolled from that little bit of hole drilling, quite nudged up there at the tip. There goes the phone. That's not disturbing your viewing enjoyment too much. And it's, yeah, feeling it's very jaggedy at the end here. If it's not being picked up on the camera, it didn't like the drilling. But kind of pleasantly surprised that it wasn't a completely useless blade, because I got the feeling it was going to be a real softie and be rolling and chipping from that carbon, but it's not. It's held up quite okay. What I think one of the issues is that they sharpen it to such a Scandinavian. It becomes so slim. There's so little metal in the edge. When you first use it, you'll roll it, but then as you use it more, that roll, you basically wear that roll off, that burr off, and you just get down to a more rounded edge. So you start off with a very, very slim edge of the blade, and the first time you use it, goes over to one side. Then as you use it more, you actually wear that burr off, and you just get a duller blade, although I'm still calling it sharp. Let's try and sharpen it up. If you push it in, you get close like there, sharpening edges there. Didn't come with any instructions, so I don't know if you're supposed to push it in back and forwards, or which, if you're supposed to put pressure on the way in or the pressure on the way out, or pressure in both when you take it in and take it out. Let me see if I can do something with the tip there. I think if you get, this is something you're going to have to think about, because if you say, oh, I'll just sharpen my knife and I'll put it in the sheath like that, and you're holding it like that, there's quite a little bit of a chance, you know, that you're going to miss it and you're going to slice through your fingers. So make sure you've got your head screwed on if you're holding it like this the way I am. You can probably hear the grinding. It's just taking ages. This little segment could be getting. Anyway, let's go back to that card. No, I don't like that at all. Yeah, it has sharpened it, I think. Roll back, rewind to the first time I cut this card. Still not slight, it's actually a very thick card, it's a taxi card. So I won't be have my cards driving because I won't be able to get a taxi anymore. Yeah, it did sharpen it up. But at the damage of, it's got, what is it, plastic or something on it? It's got some sort of residue on it. It's not, look visually, probably this won't show up on a camera, it does not look like it's done it. I mean, it was really nudged it up. What it's basically given it is I haven't got a magnifying glass either, didn't come out of anything today. It's basically given it like a jaggedy edge, so like a sawtooth edge. That's my belief, and that's what's bringing it back up sharp. I'll see if it can shave any hair. Excuse me. not much happening there. It's actually put a burr back on it by rubbing it through that sharpener. That sharpener, it will bring it back up to sharpness to a certain extent. This is my opinion, but I don't think it's a very good alternative. If you got, I would say just strop it back up, bring it up to sharpness normally. Only use that in an emergency or as a last resort. Let's go hammer time. Now, the official specifications of this from Fiskars. Oh, let me mention, I've been calling this the all-round knife throughout the video. It's actually the Fiskars Universal Knife. Clear that up, the Fiskars Universal Knife. The specifications say that you can hammer on this pommel. I'm not sure what they're thinking the area of usage is, but let's take them at their word, and I'm going to do some hammering on this and see what happens. I've got my safety equipment on, cut-proof gloves, the gogs, piece of birch here it's going into, and I actually put it into one of the dried cracks to give it a little bit of an easy start up. Yep, no damage to the knife apparently. Let me pull this out. It's going to be easier said than done. Ooh, it's nicely in there, even though it went into a crack. Let's have a close up. You can see I put it into a dried crack, but nevertheless it's still, I still had to hit it with a fair amount of force to get it in there. A little bit of dusting, scratching, mild scuffing on the pommel, but that's all. I tell you, I've well and truly got this knife jammed in here. I've been standing here trying to get it out, and it's not coming out with a little bit of gentle persuasion. So I put the camera back on just in case we have a breakage. It would be good to get it. And I'm thinking maybe I'm going to hit the handle down to try and get it out that way. It's like the sword in the stone. It's far too hot for this type of work. I've gone to fetch a wedge because this knife has found a very happy home in this piece of wood, and it really don't want to come out. Blimey. I realise I keep standing with a shadow rolling across it. This is proven to be about 1,000,000 times more stubborn than I thought it was going to be. So I've got a hatchet. I'm going to split the log to release the pressure on it. What is this wood? This wood is like stone. Now I've got the hatchet stuck. There we go. That was what they called a lot of fun. Sweat's absolutely pouring off me. Still, very good demonstration of the strength of this knife. That was an extremely hard piece of wood. I'm naming it the little knife that can. Take it easy, guys. Next segment will be me saying goodbye. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it, get down in the comment section, tell me what you think about this knife. If you're a subscriber, thanks for being a subscriber. That supports the channel greatly. I really appreciate the support and everybody subscribes. If you're not yet a subscriber and you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button because I come out with regular videos, and I'll see you all next time. Take it easy.